universities are a real problem there too, as far as their getting into them. And I agree with you that they do this in a very opaque fashion where people don't even know what's happening. So I appreciate that. Ms. Crowley, the job you have is an important job. Obviously, by the very fact that you take that job with the rank of ambassador, we all know that you don't see much of the protocol people unless something goes upside down, and then it's a problem. I'm assuming that you will have people around you that are detailed people, because that's going to be critically important. Senator Shaheen and I were, when we first got here, we remember the state, I think it was the first state dinner that President Obama did, and we had a couple people get in there that weren't on the list. And, it was a wreck to end all wrecks. As a result of that, we had to stand in line an hour every time we went up there. But tell me, you mentioned there were 7 divisions. You don't have to go into all of them. Tell me generally how that's broken down and how.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for the question, Mr. Chairman. There are 7 divisions that work together in harmony on protocol-related programs. So visits overseas, visits of foreign dignitaries to the United States, making sure that they have everything they need to facilitate a conducive environment for the most successful diplomacy on both sides. But we are really here in the Office of Chief of Protocol. If I'm confirmed, I will ensure this, that we are here to serve the President, support the President, his vision, and his agenda. The office has visits. Obviously, President Trump has had a number of chiefs of state already visit. A number of bilats have already occurred. So visits overseas, that particular aspect. The historic Blair House welcomes visiting dignitaries and provides a 5-star hotel experience for them at the invitation of the President of the United States. And Blair House is a wonderful asset for any administration to have to welcome guests to the United States. Ceremonials oversees ceremonial duties for the President, the Vice President, and the Secretary of State. Diplomatic affairs oversees relations with the diplomatic corps, and if confirmed, I look forward to enriching that relationship, because the Chief of Protocol is the most critical liaison between the administration and the diplomatic corps. Diplomatic affairs oversees those relationships and handles any issues that may come up with the diplomatic corps. Diplomatic partnerships is all about making sure that the diplomatic corps has the access and information they need to do their jobs well. And then, of course, you have management, which is the day-to-day management of the Office of Chief of Protocol, and major events, which oversees, as in the definition, oversees major events, including summits like the G7, the G20, NATO summits, and so on.
Big job.